Hello, welcome to the channel and welcome back to Resurwreck Autos HQ. So today, guys, we are going to get that Vauxhall Corsa limited edition, this one here. We are going to take that to the MOT centre to see if that throws up any advisories. If it does, we're going to do them, and I want to make sure that that's perfect for the next owner. It's looking really, really good. It's a smart little car. Really low mileage, 36,000 miles, and yeah, someone's going to get an absolute bargain as well for this car. So yeah, that's first thing this morning. We're going to do that. Also, guys, we've got Tom's blue Fiesta. That's coming in today in the workshop for a little service. Check the front discs and pads. I think Dave was saying that they might need changing, but I've got to check those and show those to you. And then MOT about 2 o'clock. Yeah, going to be another busy day. Also, I'm going to be bidding on some more vehicles today because I've sold the other 2 vans. So I need to replace stock, get other projects in and bits and pieces. So yeah, but guys, I've got some good news about this car. So let me turn you around. Let's do this. Right, just before I tell you the good news about this one, I cannot find the paint for these wheels anywhere. I have looked everywhere for it. And I just want to sort of, tidy up these alloys a little bit better, And I showed you guys the paint, a little tub, a little while back. Was it a week ago, 2 weeks ago? I'm sure I had it. But can I find it? It is just disappeared. I've looked everywhere. I've looked where it's going to only be this end of the workshop. It's not going to be that end because obviously that's just storage bits, rubbish, stuff like that. That's all the dirty stuff's over that end. So it's only going to be this end really, or over here or over here. But I've looked everywhere. I cannot find it. So yeah, it's a shame because I really want to get these painted. But let me tell you the good news about this one, guys. Not even MOT'd it or advertised it for sale, and it's sold. So this is already, it's already sold. Someone come and looked at it yesterday afternoon, evening, after I stopped filming. They come and had a look at it, and they went, yep, I'll have it. So I've not even finished it, not even MOT'd it, and they want it. But, you can see why, because obviously the low mileage is clean. It's, they saw all the videos and they love it. They said, well, you showed what it is. It's not actually been involved in an accident. It's not been hit by anything. It's not been, involved in an accident head on or whatever. It's only vandalism damage, like the glass, the rear boot. It was just vandalism. So that goes a long way as well. And obviously the videos that I do on the channel showing everything that these cars get done, they absolutely loved it. And obviously they're one of my followers. And yeah, they just went, I'll have it. So they bought it off me yesterday. They're coming back today after I've messaged them and told them about the MOT. And they said, like, get it for the MOT. I said to them, if it needs any advisories, I'll do it. And then I'm happy to let it go. So, yeah, I think that's a fair deal. When it comes to the wheels, I said, look, I cannot find this paint anywhere. I'm going to keep searching until they turn up to pick this car up to see if I can find where this paint is gone. It might have just dropped off or fell down something. You know what I mean? It might have kicked underneath one of like underneath there or underneath one of them. I don't know. But I've got to keep trying to find it because I really want to get those wheels painted up. So, yes, that's the big news, guys, is that this car is sold. Well, that didn't take long, did it? I've not even advertised it. But that's what happens. As soon as I start getting close to finishing these cars or vehicles or vans or whatever, as soon as I start getting really close to the end, I get messages like, can I have a look? Can I come have a look? Can I come have a look? And it's normally from you guys, like my followers, my subscribers, people that are watching. It's just, it's a nice thing. Everyone says the same thing. They wouldn't have bought the car or a category car unless they see the repairs being done on the videos. And, you know, what I do with the channel, it was never about, the YouTube was never about being a YouTuber. Like, I ain't no Matt Armstrong or Rob from Salvage Rebuilds. That's not me. I'm not a YouTuber, and that's what they are. I've done this to show how I'm fixing the cars, for proof for the new owner, so they've got proof of the accident damage repairs, and it's worked. It's working so well, and it's working exactly how I want it to work. So yeah, that's enough waffle. Let's get this over to the MOT centre. When I get back, guys, I'll show you the results and we'll continue. And then obviously Tom's car should be here by the time we get back. So let's do this. Right, guys, I am back from the MOT centre with the Vauxhall Corsa. Tom's car has turned up and it is outside the front warming up. You can hear it running. So I'm just warming it up. Because we're going to do an oil flush, not an oil flush, we're going to do oil change and an oil filter on that one, air filter as well, just a basic service. And I want to look at the front discs and pads, because Dave was saying that the pedal seems to go down quite a bit, so it might mean we've got to look at those. Yeah, but let me just show you the results on this one, back from the MOT. And as you can see, no advisories. Look at the mileage that this car has done. Look, since 2021, it is crazy. Just so low, just hardly nothing. So yeah, but I knew this was going to be like this, because this still had about 8 months, 9 months left on the previous MOT. So and it had no advisories then, and it has only done, yeah, 1,000 miles since the last MOT. So, but I don't like to sell all my cars that I do, vans, whatever I'm doing, they all get a new MOT 12 months. Advisory free, and that is what I'm aiming for all the time. I don't like selling cars with 6 months or 8 months left on the MOT. It's best just to get a new, fresh MOT so they can check it to make sure nothing needs doing. And that's exactly what's happened with this one. So, yeah, the new owner is on his way. He wants to have a quick test drive. He couldn't test drive it last night because it was dark and it was raining. So he said, look, I'll come back in the morning after the MOT. I'll take it out for a spin. And as long as it drives well, which it does, it drives really well, he's going to take it today. So yeah, let's get this one out. Those wheels are frustrating me. Still can't find the paint. I'm looking everywhere, guys. You know what's going to happen. As soon as this goes and he picks it up and it's gone, I'm going to find it. That's exactly what's going to happen. I know it is. But it's a tiny little bottle with a little brush in it. I just want to find it, but I can't. It's not unless I put it in the boot, actually. Did I put it in here? No, I didn't put it in there, did I? I wouldn't have put it in there, would I? Nope. Nah, it's not in here. It's not in the car, which is a shame, really. I should have put it in the car, shouldn't I? That's what I should have done. But yeah, frustrating as hell, but I'm going to find it and I'll sort them out at a later date. It's just frustrating. So let's get this one outside. Let's bring Tom's car in and then we can start work and I'll show you what we've got to do on that one. So let's continue. Let's do this. Right, guys. So here we go. We've got Tom's car in for some work. So yeah, Dave was saying about the pedal seems to sort of go a bit lower, and it does seem to be doing that. I have checked the discs and the pads. So the discs have got has got a lip on there, and I don't think we've changed these for a while. I don't think I've changed these on this car, these discs and pads. I might have changed the pads, but definitely not the discs. So it looks like we're going to be doing discs and pads on the front and a service, just like an oil change, air filter, oil filter, and then sort of just get it up to check all the levels, make sure it's all good. You can see that the coolant, the coolant's low in there. That should be right up here somewhere. So that coolant is low. So we'll be doing that, topping that up for him, checking all the other bits and pieces, washer fluid, and just checking it over. I don't think it's worth doing the fuel filter. I don't think we've recently done that one a little while back, but he hasn't done a lot of miles on this. Tom's not really driving this car about too much anymore, because obviously he goes to university, so he's not using it over at university. It's just staying at home at his mum and dad's house. But so it's not done a lot of miles. But Dave said, look, could you just do sort of oil change, oil filter, air filter, switch it out, just make sure it's freshened up. It looks a bit black and dirty in there, so yeah, it's nice just to freshen it up and make it a bit better for when Tom turns back up and wants to use the car, basically. This is the one, we've seen this many times. This car's been on the channel loads. This is the one that got stolen, that Tom had, and it got stolen. And what they did was, when they got the car back, because they found it, they put a ghost immobiliser on the car. So you need to put a special code on the car before it will start. So this car will never get stolen again. They can't take them. I know a lot of people saying, well, you can do it with the computers and the laptops, and these thieves don't do that kind of detail. They'll just try and get the car into the car, go into the OBD, and try and start the car that way. But they can't do that because it's got a ghost immobiliser. And I don't even think it comes up on the computer saying that it's got a ghost immobiliser. You just can't start the car without putting that code in. So yeah, it's a great system, and Tom's car's never going to get stolen again. So yeah, the only trouble is with this is that I'm not quite sure if we've got enough time now to start stripping it down, change the discs, change the pads, do the service. I don't think that's going to happen. I haven't got enough time to do all of it. I might have enough time to switch out the oil and the filters and do the engine side of it. So I might set you up for a bit. Let's carry on with that. I'm going to leave the wheels as they are. And then when it comes back from the MOT centre, then we're going to get on with change. I don't think the pads are quite low. And, it's going to be borderline whether or not he's going to pass it, fail it on advisory. I don't know in a minute, but I just haven't got enough time to do it because it's booked at 1 o'clock. So, yeah, I'll set you up. Let's get cracking anyway with the engine side of it. Let's start doing that, and let's just see what happens for now. So let's do this. Right, okay, so guys, that is part of the service done. I've drained the old oil and put new stuff in with the sun plug back up. I haven't put the oil filter in yet, which is down there, and the air filter, that's on its way. I've topped up the coolant now it's up to the right position. Don't know why it's losing coolant, it shouldn't really be doing that, but yeah, that's nice and topped up. I've just spoke to the MOT guy. I was like, is there any way that I could sort of push this time slot a little bit further on, just so that I think, let's change the discs and the pads on the front, and then when I take it there, there's going to be no issues. And it was just playing on my mind that if I don't do it, the discs and the pads, like I said I was, it could flag up an issue, and I just don't want that. Do you know what I mean? So I've pushed it a little bit back a little bit, so the time wise, so I think it's about 2:30 now that he's booked me in. So I think we're going to start stripping these brakes down, and then the parts are on their way. So when they turn up, we're going to put them back, the new ones back on, put it back together, and then we should be due to take it to the MOT centre after that. So let's get cracking. I'll set you up. We ain't got much time, but I think I can do it. Let's do this. Right, okay, so guys, that is the discs and the pads off, nice and stripped down. I'm just waiting for the new ones to turn up with the service parts as well, so we can carry on with the service. But yeah, just took them off, cleaned them up. The carriers are down there, going to clean them up as well. Normal stuff really, but yeah, let me just show you the state of them. So these are the pads. Don't get me wrong, they still have got some meat left on them. There's quite a bit, well, I'd say quite a bit, it's probably halfway down. That one's a little bit less. But these pads are causing some problems with these discs. So it's really scratching them up, Look how shiny that is. And we've got a lip now on that side. But this side, very strangely, something's going on here, look. So it seems to be sort of, yeah, it seems to be wearing it down in the middle, which is very, very strange. So something's going on with these discs, definitely. I'll show you the other one, which is more or less the same things happening really. So like I said, there's still a little bit, but I think it's breaking uneven as well. A lot thicker this side than it is that side, and it's causing the same issues on both disc sides. Look, same things happening. So yeah, whether or not they're like a little bit twisted or buckled or whatever, I don't know. I can't remember changing these actual discs on Tom's Fiesta. I don't think we have. I think these might be original. I don't know. They can't be original. But there's definitely an issue with the discs, so that's why it's best to change them over, discs and pads together, and then that way there's going to be no issues. Like I said, I've pushed the MOT forward a little bit, so I've got time now to do the discs and pads on this. I'm just waiting for them to turn up from parts. They're on their way, so they won't be long. When they turn up, guys, I'll get cracking. We'll start doing everything back together and getting it ready to take to the MOT centre. So bear with me. When they turn up, I'll set you up. Let's do this. Right, okay, so guys, that is Tom's car all back together and ready to take to the MOT centre. So hopefully, fingers crossed, you know, we get no advisories on this one, as every car that I do. So bear with me. I'm going to take it when it's time. Got about 20 minutes. And then when I get back, I'll show you the results. So, yeah, see you soon, guys. Right, okay, guys, I am back from the MOT centre with Tom's Fiesta. Let me show you the results on this one. So we have a pass, but we do have an advisory. We had one advisory for a tyre on the offside front. Now, I looked at these tyres and there's loads and loads of tread. I don't want to mess with this guy, the MOT centre guy, because he is a nice guy and I've been dealing with him for a while now. But if he sees something and he's quite picky, he will pick up on it and say, do you know what I mean? But I thought that this is the one he's talking about, offside front. And I checked the tread and it's got quite a lot of tread there, look. Quite a bit of tread. The wear indicator is right in there. So I don't know why he's said this tyre. But yeah, he's talking about this front tyre here. But to me, I think there's loads of tread left. I don't know. Maybe he's seen something on the inside that I can't see from this side. I don't know. But I'm going to mention it to Dave, Tom's dad, and he'll probably get that swapped over at some point. Tom does not do a lot of miles in his car, and it's only an advisory to keep an eye on it. So it's not a foul, and it's not, you know, importantly to change right now, but it is something that he's got to keep an eye on. Apart from that, like the guy said, what a car. It's lovely, still really, really nice. And it's so nice to drive this car. Every time I have this, to do any work on it or driving it around, it's just so smooth. It pulls so well. Like, no issues whatsoever. I know it's done 170... What's it done? 176,250 miles. But it doesn't feel like it at all. Such a smooth, lovely car to drive this is. But yeah, that's Tom's car done. It is Friday, guys. So yeah, that's the end of today's video and the end of this week. Have a great weekend and I'll see you Monday in the next one. Take care. See you soon.